So I may sound awful because I basically am trying to get over COVID. Got dribble on my fucking face, because I was eating fucking, cereal earlier. But but basically, I may sound awful because I have COVID. Please try to bypass that and work with me here, because want to do a video. I want to kind of maintain my social media life, even though I feel and sound like absolute crap, basically. But I really am getting tired of the woke folks and all these Negro people that seem to think that, Kamala is going to save the world, and wokeism is going to save the world, and all this shit is going to save the world, because it's not. It's really not, basically, at this point, But, I just go on social media, I see all these celebrities that I once admired. I kind of still do admire them, and mostly because they're pretty women and, etc. But, half of them are voting for Kamala Harris, right? Half of them are voting for Kamala Harris, and then there's people on my Facebook making fun of Trump, and I really want to try to go in and remove half these people, but, some of them are actually people like Willow Smith, and I'm debating on Willow Smith because I'm attracted to Willow Smith, but I'm not attracted to Willow Smith, and it's like, I can do without her politics. I like her music, I like who she is, but I do not like the politics. It's the politics that seem to really kind of be the downer here when it comes to people. People can say the same thing about me, and they don't have to be on my page. They don't have to have anything to do with me. But really, I saw somebody post a post today about, making fun of Trump because he didn't actually mop the floor at McDonald's instead of like taking the chance behind the fryer, calling him a rich something or something. And I'm like, well, fuck you too, you you degenerate, Not like you can get a job in the hood or nothing, And yes, it was a black guy. I don't know who the fuck the black guy was, or if he was on my friends list, or how I became friends with him. But he needs to get off my page. But basically, I do feel like crap. But I am hopeful for changes for the voting season. I am hopeful for changes for the voting season. I want to see a lot of changes. Obviously, there's things about liberalism that have been beneficial to me, but there's things about liberalism, a lot of things in liberalism that have taken a big turn over the last year and the last several months that have not been beneficial to me. Matter of fact, a lot of it has actually taken my opportunities and half of my career with it. So, when it came to me being an artist. So, am I looking for a change? Yes, I'm looking for a change. I'm looking for a change more in a conservative notion, or more of a notion that's not necessarily a liberalism or democratic. So, I'm an independent voter. I'm not going to say I'm necessarily a Republican. I know I posted on my art page that I was a Republican, but technically I'm actually independent. I'm listed as an independent in my actual voting thing. I'm not actually labeled to an actual party. So, I'm not even responsible for being on the Republican side, but did I maybe vote a bit Republican? Maybe I did. Maybe I voted Republican. I'm not really going to get into who I voted for, but I'm going to tell you now, it was a lot different than, liberalism this and liberalism that and abortion this and letting all the illegal immigrants into the country and all this other shit that's going on, that needs to change, So, I'm not against people. I'm not, like, against people coming here legally, People come here legally and people become citizens legally. I have no problem with that. Those people shouldn't be deported. But we got people trying to cross the border and come into this country, and they're already, like, abusing citizens or raping girls and all kinds of shit that's going on, in this country that's absolutely disgusting, And there are people that basically have thought they can get sanctions over here and get sanctions and housing and food and stuff, that money that we're using on these fucking illegal immigrants that really should be used towards people like in the hurricane relief and people, like veterans and things out on the streets and people who are hurting in America, So I am very honestly tired of like all the political bullshit. I mean, I'm going to say it honestly. I'm tired of the political bullshit. And some of that just goes with my celebrities, too, because I notice a lot of my celebrities are saying, oh, Kamala this and Kamala that, and it's just very hard to, like, you want to have some type of life, and you want to believe in some type of celebrity. I mean, I don't really believe in them politically, and it's, like, hard to just kind of, it's kind of hard to figure out how to separate the art from the artist, you know, because as an artist, they want to put the art and the artist together, you know. A lot of people are saying things about Hollywood now, too, that there's some underground schemes about child sacrifices and people having, sex rings, and especially sex rings with people underage, and, so I don't know what the fuck's going on with Hollywood and what Hollywood's actually about, what Hollywood's actually doing, what Hollywood is actually doing, but a lot of people say it's very satanic, and some of it is very, some people in Hollywood are very, much creeps, but I don't know. I guess it's all people's opinions, because I don't know what people, I don't know when they want to get into the whole Hollywood lifestyle, because that's just not me, I'm trying to breathe. I mean, I got, can't breathe totally, but I got chicken, I got buffalo wing bites in the microwave. I'm thinking about having an energy drink. I won't lie, I had about like 2 energy drinks in the time I've had COVID. I've actually had 2 energy drinks during the time I had COVID, and I was a little concerned about that. I'm like, I hope I'm not gonna die from drinking an energy drink while I have COVID, right? But I've had 2 of them since I've had COVID, and I'm actually feeling a little bit better today, so maybe I'll have another one. I don't know. I mean, that means I've actually literally had like 3 in like the last week, but I mean, I have a couple, and I'm just like, I don't know, I need energy at this point, I'm like, I don't want COVID. That's one thing about me too right now, is I don't want COVID. I want whatever this COVID came from. I want somebody to take it back and not give it to me again, because I don't want it. I don't want to feel like this. I don't want it. But I got it, and I got to sit here and deal with it. I mean, I don't have to sit here and necessarily deal with it. I mean, I could have gone out, and I could have gone to the store, and I could have gone and cashed in bottles, and, cashed in some bottles and stuff today, but I'm going to wait until next Monday, because I have some things left over that I'm still trying to, like, work on drinking. I mean, I'm down to my seltzers. I got no more sodas left. I got 1 can of soda left. I got 1 can of soda left, some Gatorades, and a lot of seltzers left. But there's almost no more sodas left for the month, so I'm gonna try to just hope for the best. I mean, whatever money I make, maybe I'll just end up using it on a soda instead of candy corn, because I don't have money to fucking get myself by at this point, or have resources to get myself fucking by. So, I'm angry. I'm angry the fact I'm fucking sick. I mean, it's not something I really planned on, and it's a big fucking monkey wrench in my fucking day, and my fucking plans, and my fucking week, I'm gonna keep dropping the F-bomb. I mean, Facebook's gonna, like, desensitize me or something soon, but I'm tired of being, like, stuck with COVID, I'm tired of feeling like I gotta be stuck with it, And then you get told nobody can take you to the doctor because nobody wants to get COVID, or nobody can get COVID because it's against protocol, but yet you have to sit here and deal with situations that will get you COVID, and you can't get to the fucking doctor. So, but yeah, I'm doing okay though. I'm doing okay. I'm just sick of the politics. I'm sick of the wokeism. I'm sick of, like, these black people, these uneducated black people, for wokeism and stuff like that. I mean, they think it is, but honestly, wokeism, I agree with people who are obviously moved towards Republican. Wokeism is destroying this country. Wokeism is destroying this country. It's adding to more of putting black, idolizing more black people in poverty than it really is, doing any good for, black people in America. So, but yeah, and yes, in some cases I'm angry at black people, but I'm angry at more of the woke black people more than I am the conservative black people. So if you're a woke person, just know I'm angry at you. And this is for you. So, but yeah. I'm doing the best I can just to breathe right now. Hold on. I gotta blow my nose. Doing the best I can to breathe right now and try to take care of stuff. You know, I don't know. I had plans. I had plans planned out for the last 2 weeks of this month, and now the monkey wrench just came in and said, boop. Although they are going to still work out, because I now have half a garbage bag full of cans. So, I mean, I'm just going to want to get through a little bit more of my seltzers and some more of my Gatorades, and then I'll hopefully have cans to cash, eventually, I'm not going to go out right away. I'm going to wait a few more days and see if, today I'm feeling kind of okay, even though I'm a little more congested and stuff, and I want to see if it will naturally pass on its own. People just say, drink plenty of fluids, do what you got to do, and then go forward from there. So I said, okay. But I'm so tired of people, people's political comments and shit. I really am, People are tired of my shit too, but they don't have to stay on my page. There's a delete and block button. I mean, you can go. There's the door. So, but yeah, I am a little annoyed at my celebrity crushes. I mean, Holly Bailey, Willow Smith, possibly Chloe Bailey, and a bunch of other, of these young black celebrity women. Basically, they're all voting for Kamala. Kamala this. Kamala's gonna save the country. Free abortions. Yay! We're gonna let immigrants into the country. We're gonna have a lawless country. We're gonna have a Marxist country. if people don't see how it's screwing up America. And yes, I'm angry, and some of it is very personal. Because I was friends with some of these Black Lives Matter activists and some of these pro-black activists and artists and stuff, especially here in Connecticut and etc. And a lot of them actually fucked me over and betrayed me and made me out, because people wanted to make me out to be an example and wanted to make, see color and making a big thing about color and not give me the right to love outside my race and a bunch of other shit that had happened that really just irks the fuck out of me. You know what I'm saying? So, so I'm looking forward to this election. I mean, I don't necessarily want to say I'm for everything that I'm going to say I'm for everything that the Republicans are for. I mean, the Republicans kind of do want to put people out on their asses on Social Security. They do want to put people out on their asses and try to, because they feel people can work. They feel like, people can work. People are not disabled enough. People can get a job, and we can force people to work and get them off their Social Security. We can be saving the country a lot of money, and that's going to do a lot more harm to people with disabilities and psych issues and a bunch of other stuff that I think that's going to create such an uproar that I think the Republicans are going to get fucking sued or, possibly, I hate to say this on Facebook Live, but possibly even threatened, because I can see that working for people with mental disabilities and things where people are going to start threatening the Republicans because they obviously are getting forced to do something and they're not mentally fit and stable to do it. So, I mean, I know that. I mean, I'm kind of team Republican, but I know when people push too far and go too far, then there seems to be a lot of issues and etc. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm angry because I got COVID. I'm angry because of a lot of things right now. Trying to actually push through this video because I actually feel like absolute shit. Oh. But I can't hear out of my left ear. This ear here, I cannot hear out of. It feels like it's blocked. So if I'm yelling, I can't even hear out of my ear. My ear is completely blocked. I was hoping that it would do a popping thing and it will just drain itself, because it's like, it feels like it's like full of something and it needs to drain, but it won't drain. So, I tried putting my finger in it and just trying to, like, make it like, move it around a bit to see if I would just maybe be able to, like, loosen whatever's in there up, and then kind of take my finger out to see if I could, like, suction my ear to, like, break up whatever's, like, in my ear. But, it's like literally in my ear. Oh. Put it this way: all politicians can be crooks. All politicians can be crooks, but there can be good side of politics too. There can be good things about politics and what people want too. What I was really hoping, what I really am hoping, and I'm going to be honest about it, I'm going to be as honest and transparent about it as possible, is that because I lost a lot in the arts, and I was friends with all these, liberal and, Black Lives Matter activists, and all these people for Black Lives Matter and wokeism and all this stuff that I got, pretty much, harassed and bullied over, and all kinds of shit happened to me over this situation and shit, that I was kind of hoping that, if I did take a Republican side, or if I do take a Republican side, that the Republicans would be more there for me compared to, will be more there for me compared to the Democrats, who actually didn't really give a fuck to begin with. So, when only time's going to really tell, because nobody really knows my situation, nobody really knows what has happened, and nobody really knows that there are issues and things that need to really be addressed on my behalf. I feel like there's things that need to be addressed, but in some cases they were addressed. People and I had misunderstandings and about things. I mean, I really don't have to explain it, because people just are assuming stuff about my mental health because something was said and the cops were called, and now people want to throw a big issue about my mental health. So people are assuming shit and saying things about my mental health and etc. And really, my mental health had been fine the whole freaking time, but yet people want to carry on about it and etc. So because people are assuming, and there's been a lot of issues from some individuals that people feel like they still want to support and be a part of, that, since there's been a lot of push and pull between everybody getting along and everybody trying to support people, and, especially me trying to get along with everybody, and I had to become the sacrificial lamb and be one of the people getting sacrificed and not working with anybody. So, but I mean, some of it just pushed me towards more of a conservative, or more of a Republican view. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm more Republican or conservative. I'm more independent, but some of it is pushing me more towards leaning towards the Republicans and the conservatives, because let me tell you, I spent the last 5-6 years supporting the wokeism, the Democratic bullshit, and the etc. And it's not really getting me too much of anywhere. I'm still financially struggling to get some of my needs met. I can't get anybody to listen to me if there's a common issue. I'm having struggles and problems with getting my proper mental health treatment and etc. So, I mean, nothing really has fucking changed. It's just one big fucking struggle, and a lot of it has been put there because of wokeism and the fucking, Democrats and liberalists, or liberal, whatever you want to fucking call them. I feel awful now. I don't know. I still feel awful. I don't know. But thank you for coming to my rant. That's all I really wanted to say. Obviously I lost friendships. I lost a lot of friendships. I lost a lot of dreams. I lost a lot of connections. And, I let go of Joe Arthur because Joe Arthur would have had connections to the actual beats, and people who would have known the actual beats or had connections to the actual beats. And I'm not sure if something on his end was actually being said to the actual beats or the remainder of who was left of the actual beat poets and etc. But Joe Arthur and I were friends probably almost like 10, 15 years ago, up until a situation happened where we another female fan and a friend who friended me and, wanted to bond with me over Joe and, was way too obsessed with Joseph Arthur, basically had me, almost basically, she had me fall in love with her. I fell in love with her, or at least I wanted to love her, and that's where the whole situation had started to unravel, Because basically she was a manic. She was a Canadian. She was a manic, and a manic is basically a woman that basically is a young woman that really wants to love men half her age. So I wasn't old enough apparently to rock the boat apparently. So but yet she wanted to say there was a special connection and stuff, but then eventually it just turned into another connection where we would just argue and fight and etc. And some people would say it would be over ideologies, but that had nothing to do with over ideologies. We had things in common and stuff like that. It's just that person wasn't being totally truthful to me, and that when it came to her feelings with what she had to say, when it came to her and being in a relationship and having a kid and a bunch of other shit that had happened that I just don't want to get into. But basically Joe might have some mixed feelings, or Joe might say, Joe might think I have some type of issue or some type of mental health situation because he thinks, I've taken after Joe a little bit. Now he thinks, because obviously there was a mental health problem in the situation, which that situation had caused a big mental health problem for me, that now I have some type of issue with him, but personality wise or something, which is not true. Not true at all. Anybody can be an artist. All you gotta do is pick up a paintbrush and paint and make art, and that makes you pretty much an artist. A writer is a writer. A writer is somebody who writes, So, Joe Arthur was obviously almost a really good friend. He's obviously was a good friend and was a musician I admired since high school, long before I met this woman that I met years after I was out of high school, and kind of in my own, kind of here in my first apartment, which this is my first apartment where I've actually, kind of met her through online, but, People are mad. People are mad at Carl because Carl Urso is just trying to excel, and people are mad because he can't, because he's not supposed to excel. He's not supposed to be an artist. He's not supposed to have any type of dreams that will make that person or make somebody feel uncomfortable because it feels like it takes away their personal power, because Carl can't have personal power in a dream or in his writing or his artistic skills that will make Carl feel better, because it feels like it takes away the other artist's personal power. The other artist has an issue with it. So that's basically Joe Arthur. Joe Arthur basically was in recovery too, so he's no better. Joe Arthur has never really been better. He's always he's been a recovery person too. Obviously he's probably been on drugs, and obviously his story with him is he's obviously a drunk, or was a drunk, and had problems with alcohol. So we have our moments in recovery, and we obviously know what recovery is like. Not that we should be looking down on people, but since people kind of look down on me, and I don't really know what to say about Joe Arthur, not that I'm following him really much on social media anyways, but, because I stopped earlier this month, but, after a long back and forth of everything that had happened and me probably needing to let go, and I finally let go, and I'm fuck him, fuck him, fuck her, Fuck everybody who seems to want to put their hands and try to, take my dreams and etc. You know the fucked up thing too is that there's actually a performance venue in Hartford. There's actually a performance venue in Hartford, which is Hartford is the area which had a lot of artists that did not agree with me and stuff. There was a lot of artists that did not agree and did not really respect me and stuff from Hartford, especially when I was talking to one of the pro Black Lives Matter activists and stuff like that. There was a lot of artists and stuff that did not respect me. But there was a performance venue in Hartford that now follows Joe Arthur on his Instagram that I also follow. Or I also had followed, and I don't know why I followed them. I mean, they're still probably followed because I have over 1,000 people, and I haven't gone into unfollow them. But the thing is, they still follow Joe Arthur. So I don't know. Maybe Hartford's trying to get Joe Arthur to come and do a show for Joe Arthur in Hartford, or have Joe Arthur do a show in Hartford. But I think that's kind of a slap in the face too, because certain people knew how much Joseph Arthur was important to me, and how much he should have been important to me. Obviously things change, circumstances change, and situations change. Sometimes you gotta realize your heroes are crapheads, Your heroes are fucking crapheads, I like Willow Smith, but yet she's a fucking craphead for fucking voting for Kamala Harris. I mean, some of the celebrities are dumb woke bimbos, basically. Dumb woke bimbos is like some of these celebrities, I'm for woke culture, but I'm a dumb woke bimbo. Yay! I don't know. I can't hear out of my right ear. I may be going deaf, who knows? But, I mean it too. Sometimes we realize our heroes are fucking crapheads, Sometimes the people we idolize for so long, we realize they're fucking shitheads, Which I'm realizing too, that there's probably things Joseph Arthur didn't tell me. He probably did ask that, that Canadian girl out and stuff too, and he probably asked, he probably was gonna screw her too. So, so. Why not? We're all human, and she's attracted to she was attracted to him more than she was attracted to me. So, Oh. But anyways, am I angry? Yes, I'm angry. I'm angry. I'm sick. I'm not in the mood. And my mother's worried about things she can't control, My mother's worried about things she can't control because my mom actually gave me money to buy a new air conditioner probably like several months ago. She gave me money to buy a new air conditioner, and she gave me money to buy a new air conditioner several months ago, and I ended up trying to order the air conditioner. My accounts actually froze, and they actually put the money back in my account. Luckily, I didn't lose the money, but I held on to the money and tried to do something else with the money until I could probably try to get, I figured I could make up maybe like $50 or so of the money, and then maybe get the air conditioner when I make up the money, and I could just do something something else to enjoy my month, which I did. And then the time came, I never got to make up the money, but then I promised my mother I would, if I got any extra money, that I would basically try to get a new air conditioner for my apartment and stuff. So, because that was something I needed to do, and then she gave me money for, which I had actually blown. So, I mean, I'm an adult and I shouldn't have to be going through this shit, but I have obviously made adult choices to actually already kind of take a different path, and shouldn't be having to take, even if I get extra money, I shouldn't have to take that extra money if I didn't really want to have to go through this. So, the point being, though, is my mom's blaming me because the bank took it out of their, out of their control to basically, freeze the account and take the money back and not have the actual purchase go through of the actual air conditioner at the time. So she's blaming me for that situation, but some of it is my fault and some of it is not my fault. Some of it is like the bank's fault, which is not her fault or not mine. But yet she blames herself for doing shit, and then she's putting blame on me, which is not really okay. So my mother's doing that blaming thing today, and text messages and etc. That is really uncalled for and really is really unfair. So, and I'm not really feeling good. I mean, I just told somebody today I'm not feeling good, but yet my mother's putting blame on me and shit like that, and I actually feel like absolute crap. So, but yeah. I can't taste anything. I can't hear it in my ear. Can't fucking even smell. I feel wonderful. You ever get those cups where it says like I feel stabby? That's me. But anyways, because they have those cups with like the unicorn saying that, and it's just like, that's me right now, so anyways, welcome to my rant. Thank you for my rant. I don't know, I'm gonna go offline because I want to go make something to eat. I'm really tempted to figure out putting a Q-tip in this ear and trying to move it around and see if I can actually get whatever's in my ear out, because my ear is just so fucking fucking cluttered in there. It's like I'd like to be able to hear out of my fucking ear, Anyways.